money can't buy happiness, but money can buy a jet ski, and a jet ski is happiness. Yeah. Is that your van there, Jack?
Huh?
Is that your van?
Oh wow, that thing.
Little side project. Have you still got sound?
Yeah.
Little side project. So this is the tray off my little old truck that I'm doing up. Here's my baby. There's my baby. 1983 HJ47 Toyota Land Cruiser. So the boys have chopped it down.
Chop this down.
Chopped it down, cut it down 200. Cut it down 200 millimeters and then welded a new front on. So we had a few mods. Oh, I don't want to flip it, but invariably I will. So, but I don't want to. So no, this is the this is going to be the new best practice truck. When I have money. So when I have money, I find them. So I sold my last project, and I had to make sure that I took the profit from my last project and put it into this before the profit got spent on growing best practice. So this is what keeps me sane. So my walks in the morning and driving an old truck is what keeps me sane. So I'm not a flashy, fast car person. I like my classics. This will be a $20,000 classic, and this is what I like getting around in. Hang on. Let's go and see what's going on upstairs. So I've got to get the tray painted is the next thing. How good's it look? So good. Got your back.
You're right.
Go ahead. What do you want?
Just say like where we're at, what we're doing.
Yep. Quick drop into Plateau Trees. Great organisation on the northern beaches in Sydney here, really close to our office. So we've just swung by, dropped off some magazines, had a quick chat. We're going to run back over here next week and knock out a quick flow chart. So if you didn't see the webinar this week or the Q&A session this week, there's some great how to write a process map. So that's prompted these guys to email us. They're close to our office. We've dropped in to say hello and talk to them about that. And so we're going to drop back and help the guys out just to give them some ideas about how to do their own process mapping, how to actually get an idea of how things flow in the tree industry for these guys. So that was a lot of fun. Great team here, a bunch of happy people. They're decentralizing how they manage their management system. So they've got 4 people. They used to have 1 person involved, and we're seeing a heap more success now with having 3 or 4 people that are doing their role, but they're championing the cause for, you know, identifying who does what, how they do it, when they do it, where they do it. So really exciting and a great visit.
And if you can give us like, if you're one of our clients in Brookvale or in the Northern Beaches area, make sure you give me a call and we can organise one of these and come out, take it out.
If you're one of our clients in the Sydney, Melbourne or Brisbane area, those are areas that I'm in quite regularly, just hit us up and I'll come and drop in and have a visit, and it's always a lot of fun. I've got my team here with me today. They're learning about different organisations, which is going to make them more informed, them better account managers. And hit me up and I'll swing by and say good day. I'm going to be in the US in January 2019. So I'm just trying to line up visits to see different clients in the United States. So if you're in the United States, hit me up and I'll see if I can swing by and see you in January 2019.
Perfect.
Look who decides to show up.
Well, good things come to those who wait.
Are we excited? Who's excited? I'm excited. They're all the same. They're all the same. Here it is, the success issue. Dream big. We've done 4.
Do a few real quick. Just
I'm just going to paste it in the front of this.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
We've just binned a deal and put it back to nurture in the sales pipeline, and he's one of like the guy he's talking to is absolutely lovely, but Hugh's got straight on the phone and called him. Anyway, very proactive person over there, Hugh. You want to spiel? Okay, top tips for the video, if you like, are how to find opportunities for improvement in a process flow. Talk about, the first thing is focus on your highest revenue area. So the area that's got the most revenue. Focus on the area that gets the most complaints. Focused on the area that's got the biggest opportunities. Focused on the area that's having the most errors. Focused on the area that's causing the most headaches, causing the most frustration. Because then you're gonna create relief for somebody. You're going to create relief because you're getting, error-free revenue. You're going to create relief because you're getting less complaints. You're going to create relief because people are less frustrated, and they'll feel like they will actually feel an improvement. So it really comes down to, how to find the best areas for opportunities for improvement. It's really about going, okay, what do we want to do? We want to feel less frustration. We want to make more money. We want to have less rework, less errors, that sort of stuff. So, it's about asking the question, what do you guys want out of this? We want to get less complaints. We want to get, more money. We want to make more profit. We want to grow. How many times have we done this? Like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Today I'm going to talk about promises. I'm going to talk about what's implied, what are they. I'm going to talk about strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. Talk about who, what, when, where, how, why. So that's interesting that's on there. We're here with Plateau Trees today, just to duck in for a couple of minutes to just give them a hand with some stuff, which is quite exciting. So we'll do a bit of a process flow. I'm going to talk about stakeholders, going to talk about promises. We're just going to try and clear some blockages, just give them a bit of training on helping them to understand why they do what they do, what they're passionate about, and keep things moving and keep improving. Now, when you guys are thinking about anything going forward, I find it more effective to actually name names. So when you're actually writing a policy or a safe work method statement or a procedure or a website or a Facebook post or a email communication is generally a little bit easier, I want you to be really picturing that person, because it's going to make it more personable. Yeah. And it's going to give you some more context. And this is a masterclass technique, but it's going to give you some more context around actually how you frame the language of a control in a safe work method statement, if that makes sense. Yeah. Because often what I've observed, and I'm cutting through a whole bunch of stuff and I apologise for that, but I've observed that safe work method statements will often get written for the client. Yeah. If that makes sense. Now I guarantee you that the client just doesn't read that level of detail. Maybe the safety manager at a mid-tier builder might have the time, unlikely, to go all the way through a safe work method statement. So for safe work method statements, if we find them to be an effective control, and I'm going to talk about that later on, we want to be writing and communicating directly to people. So I'm just going to put, just for argument's sake, let's just put a box here which is once off, and then maybe project. Now I'm thinking about it, maybe recurring. What of those things is 80% or a high proportion of our revenue in this organisation? Now, usually in a training course, I would pad out time and I would say, what are all these things? What do you think the percentages are? What do you think is most important? Status and importance. I've just jumped straight to it. This is where we start tying a management system into the business plan and into the organisation's financial system.
All right, so with those guys today, with that, how they were saying we probably should follow up with feedback on.
Yeah, so what's happening is when they don't win work, like they get an opportunity and they put a ton of effort into trying to win a job, and they get offered a debrief meeting, they don't go for that. Okay. So they're, and what the client is willing to say is these are the 2 or 3 or 4 reasons why you guys didn't win the work from our perspective, and it is really about going and saying to the customer, like, what would you guys really like us to focus on? for the next one. And so, you know, so we can get it right, so we can win the next job, what could we focus on, what could we improve? And that's what's happening, is the clients are offering that service and they're not taking it up.
Right. Do we have that question in our review
On the
form?
POWRs?
Yeah, on the...
I don't think so.
Okay. That would be good. What would you like to...
What's one thing you would like us to improve?
Yeah, or in thinking about the next audit,
Mm-hmm.
is there anything different you would do, or you would...
Is in thinking about the next 12 weeks, is there anything you would like our help with?
Yeah,
That's a good question.
that's a good question.
I think is there anything in thinking about the next 12 weeks, is there anything we could improve for you? In thinking about the next 12 weeks, is there anything we could help you with?
Yep.
Or they might go, nah. Or they might say, I just want my certificate. Or they might go, yes, actually. Can just get people thinking. Like, if you can get people talking about it, think about it, get them thinking about it, then just things naturally improve.